Hello guys, welcome to my guide, Wintertodt by Fletch. The recommended gear is of course warm clothing, preferably biomancer, an axe, a knife, hammer, tinderbox, maybe one sip of stamina and at least between 2 and 4 Zagedomin pots I would recommend, and perhaps you can actually equip yourself a phoenix necklace. Now, I do have to tell, you don't want to have a warm equipment inventory slot on your hand or arms. Therefore, you want to have, of course, the dragon axe. So you're gonna grab 10 of those files to start off with. You want to light every brazier. I would not suggest to grab the herbs immediately. I would highly recommend to either just start by lighting the braziers all 4. Once they're all 4 lit, the Wintertodt energy will exponentially go down very fast. So once the 4th one is lit, you actually want to make 10 of those vials. It's totally up to you how you make them, or maybe you start at 5, but then you might need a little bit more eventually. But you know, with 10 you're very safe. Doesn't work to spam click, by the way, I just made a mistake there. So the thing is, what you want to do is consistently make sure the health bar is going low. I would recommend between 10 and 15 is for starters very good. Like, you play safe at that point, if that makes sense. So as you see, it's already on 80%. And what we're gonna do is stand only at 1 brazier. That 1 brazier, I would recommend the eastern one, where I'm standing right now. It is not really necessary, but I prefer that place, to be really honest. So, and then you're gonna chop yourself always the roots. You wanna make a full inventory out of it. So there are 2 different methods of how you actually can obtain them. One is more direct towards experience. Therefore you do not want to fletch any of the logs. Which, in my opinion, isn't good. And I'm just totally misclicking for some reason there. Anyway, I always fletch. That is just more chill. Every fletched log is about 25 points, so keep that in mind. You can just AFK it completely. And the thing is, you don't really want to get stabbed by the or exploded by snow, not by anything else, you know, maybe the brazier that's broken down or whatever. As you see, I light this one over here while I'm actually chopping towards the next one. Saves a little bit of time here and there, and you kind of want to be consistently to the next one. As long as you're not below, let's say, below 20 is a good one. I would suggest still 15 or, 10. Make sure you don't waste too many ticks. This was just the first trial and it worked. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna send it up. I did some other solos later on with max points and things like that. Way better than this one, but 20 minutes longer, let's say. So I just throw in a little bit, can always help. So the annoying part actually is when you want to close a kill. So it doesn't really matter too much right now that it's going slow, not at all actually. I think it's actually preferable if you have like 2 or 3 braziers lit at this point, because you don't want to overdo it, if it makes sense. Because below 10, lighting 4 of them is going to be a real hazard. Like, there is no coming back. The kill is over at that point. So you don't want to do that. So that's why I at least recommended to maybe bring 1 stamina, or for the earliest parts, if that makes sense. So what you can do, since we have, for example, the max cape on, it's actually in warm clothing because I'm 99 fletching therefore. But the other thing actually is, what you can do is you regen your health because of the HP bar. It is super nice. And if you actually have an explorer ring, for example, you get some run energy back, which also works with the agility cape. So you have plenty of run without really bringing in too much stamina, you just brought in 1. And yeah, actually didn't need it. What you see over here is we basically rejuvenate or heal the pyromancers, because if the pyromancer is fallen, you cannot do anything anymore. At that point you cannot light the brazier, so you need to make sure the pyromancers are actually health, you know, full health. So something like this. So you see we're going towards 35 at this point, which is quite nice. You can be way earlier if you don't do the methods that I do. I play this safe around here, you know, but unless you are completely inexperienced, don't do this, if that makes sense. If you at least maybe did in the earlier day 99 in a group or something, you know, world, what is it, 6 or whatever, then you know a bit about what you're making, therefore you can do that. So I will speed up the rest, of course, until the end over here, because this is going to be repetitive. So okay, at this point we have 16, let's see, 14. Okay, now we're heading towards the 3k points. This is actually the task over here, which is quite nice. I actually extended it a little bit because I thoroughly enjoyed it. But I will now make sure to show how to close your kills. So from here on out, you light one brazier where you consistently, you know, was about. You kind of, the chances are that it is broken is quite high. So you need to regen your pyromancer, you need to repair it, then you need to light it and go to the next one. So it's like a 3-thing step, pretty much. And this is actually the most annoying part, because at this point, because it's so low and you build up so many points, consistently it will go out your fire, and once a fire is out, it doesn't actually drain the energy anymore, it actually gains energy. So you're fighting kind of against the clock, if that makes sense, in a way. So this can take several minutes if you're unlucky. So maybe I will suggest 2900 points or something like that, because you still get points by lighting it, of course, but that's at your own risk. So as you see, we're at 4% right now, it's going quite steadily, and boom, we almost have everything. The moment that we light the 4th one, 3rd one went down, so we go back, of course, and make sure this is it. So as you see over here, boom, we have the point. Why Fletch? I hope this helped you guys. Have a good one. Please like, subscribe and hit the notification bell.